everyone. So we've been working really hard on our editorial for the past 3 days. Yes or no? Yes. So I know that you've been really thinking through each of these steps and writing down all your ideas. It's going to be really great when we publish it, but at the same time we need to make sure that our writing piece is completely ready for that. Okay? So when I mean completely ready, your writing should be free of all mistakes. Okay? Mistakes can be capital mistakes, punctuation mistakes, any mistake that you find in the passage in your writing is going to affect the way readers look at it. Yes or no? Lavanya? Yes? If your writing has a lot of mistakes, will people want to read it? No. Correct? So, I have created a very simple checklist, okay, that is going to be really useful for you to go back to your writing, have a look at your writing, check where you have made mistakes and correct those mistakes. Okay? So, now I am going to show you checklist that I have made for you. Okay? So, this checklist is very simple to remember. Very simple to remember. What is this? Cup. Are there only one cup? Is there only one cup? Two cups are there. Correct? So, remember the word cups. Okay? So, C stands for capitalization. U stands for understanding. P stands for punctuation. And S stands for spelling. These are the 4 different types of mistakes that can be there in our writing. Our writing has a great meaning and a purpose behind it. Remember what is the purpose of our editorial writing? To persuade our readers. So, if these types of mistakes are there in our editorial writing, Lavanya, then our readers are going to get completely distracted and they are not going to be able to understand the real meaning and the purpose of why you have written it. Okay? So, I am going to explain each one of these points with an example so that you can closely watch what I am doing and then you can understand what each of it means and you can apply the same thing to your writing. Understood till now? Yes? So, what is the editing checklist? Read this. Cups. So, C is for capitalization. U is for understanding. P is for punctuation. Then S is for spelling. Okay, so first let's look at capitalization. Okay, so in our writing, there can be some places in which we have incorrect capital letters, and there will be some places in which we have incorrect small letters. So let me now give you an example and we will see what it exactly means. So the first one, observe the board carefully. Can you please read this together? The HM's idea is fantastic. The meaning is very clear. But what is happening? There is an incorrect small letter at the beginning. What should be there here? And HM. HM stands for headmistress, correct? Which is a noun. The headmistress of Trivandrum CPS. So the HM, which is a proper noun in this case, will be in capital. And now go through the sentence here. Fantastic is in the middle of the sentence. Lavanya, can the middle of the sentence have a capital letter? No. So we will circle here and we will put a small f. So this is what I mean by capitalization. An incorrect small letter and an incorrect capital letter. So what are the two things that are a part of capitalization? Incorrect capital letter, incorrect small letter. Okay? So let's go to the next thing. Understanding. Okay? Understanding. So now let's see the next example. Understanding is made of two things. One can be incorrect grammar, which is going to distract the reader from the actual meaning. So even if you have written an excellent sentence, but it has incorrect grammar, say you've used future tense instead of past tense, or you have used present tense instead of future tense, the reader is not going to clearly understand what you're trying to say. And sometimes what happens, the sentence you would have written, it might have a brilliant meaning, but the word that you've used might be a wrong word, which can spoil the meaning a little bit, so that the reader has a confusion. Okay, so now we are going to find out what is wrong in this sentence. Okay, now read out the sentence together. The HM is gone to make her library. Now see if you are able to clearly understand this sentence. What is the mistake here? Can we say that HM is won't? No. So what is the simple present? The HM wants. Correct? The HM in our school, HM is a she, or the HM can be a he. So we know he cooks. So we get a yes. So same way, she or he wants. So the mistake here is wants. The HM wants to make a library. Can somebody make a library? No. What will you do? Build a library. So again we are using an incorrect word. This is incorrect grammar. This is incorrect word. Okay? So here I should have build. So we are using this checklist. We have found out two things here. Now let's go on to the third point. Punctuation. So what exactly does punctuation mean? No full stops, no question marks, no exclamation marks, no dialogues. Correct? So if your sentence or your writing does not have all this, then let us see how the sentences are going to look like. Now look at the board, eyes on the board. Read out this for me together. Let's start. Or there is a feeling here. So whenever there is a feeling, what should we put? Exclamation mark. Okay. Now a parent is saying something. When we say something or somebody says something, what should we put? Dialogue quotes. Show me. Dialogue quotes. Okay. So we should use a dialogue Show me. Full stop. I am poor. Again the sentence is over. What should we put? Full stop. Now read this once again. A parent said, "Oh no, I cannot give money. I am poor." So we have started the dialogue code, and whatever the parent said is over here. So what should we put here? Another dialogue code like this, so that we know that this is the end of the dialogue. Now read the next sentence. How will these parents pay? Is this a sentence? No. Yes, we should. It's a question. Correct? So if it is a question, what should we put at the end of the question? Question mark. Okay? So now the fourth one, spelling. Incorrect spelling. Since there is no space, I am just writing it here. Okay? Read this out for me. Last year, many students were sent out. So can you see it? You had a bit of a struggle reading it. Yes or no? Why? We know that this is students, and we know this is last. But just because comparison, just because we have changed one letter here and there, look at what is happening to our reading fluency. Are we able to read it properly? No. So what should we do? We should read through the sentences, and we should first circle the words in which we have made spelling mistakes. So what is the first word here? Lost. So what should it be? Last. Yes, last. Many students. This is students. What should it be? Students. S-T-U-D-E-N-T-S. Where sent out? Is it this where? What is this where? Wearing clothes, correct? But what is that where? W-E-R-E. Where sent out. Now read last word. Many students were sent out. Okay? So this is what these four things mean. Can you repeat all this for me? So what is the checklist? What does C mean? Capitalization. What are the two things that are there as a part of capitalization? Incorrect capital letters, incorrect small letters. Then U stands for understanding. What does understanding mean? There are two things. Incorrect grammar, confusing incorrect words. What does P mean? Punctuation. So, no full stop, no question mark, no exclamation mark, no dialogue. S stands for spelling. Incorrect spelling. Now I want Durga to stand up and tell me, what does C mean? What does C? What does C stand for? Can you look at the chart and tell me what does C stand for? Yes, be loud. Capitalization. Very good. Sit down. Now, I want Rila to stand up and tell me what S stands for. Spelling. Excellent. Thank you. I want Bhagya to stand up and tell me what U stands for. Understanding. I want W Lavanya to stand up and tell me what P stands for. Punctuation. Excellent. So, what are we going to do? We are going to write CUPS in our notebook, and I am going to give you a list of sentences that have mistakes. Okay? Now, what you are going to do is, you are going to read types of mistakes, you are going to correct those in your notebook. Are you clear? Once we finish doing this with our part, we are going to go back to our editorial writing and we are going to do these things once again using our own draft. Yes? Okay. So let me write down those sentences for you and you